y'all doing? I was thinking about, I was listening to something about vision, and I was thinking about like how can we relate it to health. And the thing about vision, it was talking about the fact that the example was given of the Chinese bamboo tree, which takes 5 years to grow, but you do have to water it and take care of it. So you plant it, it takes 5 years to grow, but it grows, I think, 90 feet in the last 5 weeks of that 5 years. For the majority of that time, you're watering ground. But to have the forethought and the vision to say, I'm planting this now for a gain in 5 years' time. I was also thinking about, Noah. As I understand it, the proclamation of a flood is coming and build an ark came 100 years before the flood came. So, people live a lot longer back then, so maybe they didn't feel it as much, I don't know, but it's still time. So Noah and the person who plants a Chinese bamboo tree, you're doing something. And again, we don't live in a vacuum, so whatever I am doing, or whatever the person's doing, people are coming around and like, oh, okay, so you're still you're still watering the ground. Cool. And you can imagine how, like, if you're not strong in your own opinions or whatever, people's opinions of what you're doing can sway you. Look at them laughing at me, watering the ground. Like, so, Noah, year 1, no problem, I can take it. Year 2, but good Noah, look at this fool, building a big boat, talking about a flood. At the time, there had not been rain or anything of that capacity, so like no one's even got a concept. Like, what are you talking about, Noah? That your thing that you're talking about, the thing that you're preparing for, doesn't even exist. Year 10, year 50, and then the thing that they're preparing for happens. Fantastic. And I think there's so much to be talked about in this space, in terms of like the vision, having it in your heart, the goal, setting your face like flint. There's a degree to which even Jesus, the Bible says that for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. Because we read the story, we forget the humanity of the fact that actually Jesus wasn't overjoyed about going to the cross. The Bible says he sweated sweat that was like blood, which is an extreme stress response. So if you've never sweated, blood's out of your forehead, it's not the same level of stress. In a similar way to the body reacts with stress, and sometimes people's hair goes white. But because of the joy set before him, because of the vision, he endured. So in health, like, I can imagine that. So as we're coming to the end of the year, and the inevitable thought patterns that people have is taking stock of where we are this year and thinking about next year. And one of the things that people do is, the New Year's resolutions, and a lot of them have to do with health, especially because of, a lot of stuff that we've been eating, we'll be eating at Christmas. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to start doing this. And I think sometimes making those decisions and stuff, I know that in my life it's not been coupled with the vision. So I'm going to start smoking, but the person doesn't have a clear vision in their mind of what does life look like after stopping smoking? I'm gonna stop drinking so heavily. What does that life look like? I'm going to exercise. I'm gonna lose some weight. What does that life look like? Because not having a clear picture of the vision can make it easy to be like bruh, it's cold today. You know, or I know I said I'm gonna start smoking, but everybody around me is smoking. I've done 30 days, you know, I've done really well. I'll have one, you know. But again, Chinese bamboo tree, Noah. You know something is coming, and for you that's coming, it's the life that we're thinking about after I make that change. Consistency in the time of waiting for vision to get into vision, I think, is the guarantee of achieving vision. So, and because of the vision, there are things that you won't allow to affect you. So the guy planted a Chinese bamboo tree, or Noah had to do, you know, bullface, because no matter what people are saying, they're not gonna like you want a Chinese bamboo tree, people's opinions of you and criticisms or that kind of stuff isn't going to change the fact that you still need to water it and you get it at the end of it. Whatever people are saying to Noah doesn't affect the fact that the flood is coming and we need to prepare. Whenever you make a decision, I want change, get a clear vision for it in your mind. From a health point of view, I believe it's possible to make some decisions. I'm gonna lose, you know, 10% of my weight. I'm gonna lose 10 kilos. I'm gonna lose a stone or two in 2021, and get a vision of your life, what that looks like. Because I think having a clear vision in your life about it will keep you in the times, in the highs and the lows. I remember something my dad said to me, I'm thinking about that recently, when I was much younger, when I decided I wanted to go to medical school. He said, those who have vision automatically become the enemy of those without vision. So when I'm studying and reading, and maybe other people are not doing the same, you know, it could be some friction. When we're trying to lose the weight and making different food choices, when we're deciding to stop smoking, and maybe as a consequence of all these kinds of things, not hanging around the people that are our friends, or, you know, same amount of time, it can create some friction. But again, keep the vision in mind. You've made it clear in your mind what it is you want to happen. But I'm encouraging you all to have some health visions. I believe it's possible to live the healthy life that you have in your mind. So have a clear vision. What does that look like to you? Work towards it. Make a choice. Be consistent.